Hey, what's up everyone? Upstart here with RyXe Gaming, and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. And in the previous episode, I pretty much just showed you all my fuel generator setup and how I had that going, and how I was dealing with it because of the ratios and all that. It works. I haven't had any issues, obviously, with electricity right now because I'm not using that much. I'm using a little under half. Yeah, like a little under half. I'm about halfway. And how I also explained how I have like part of it is solid, but the other part is not. Like the other, um how would I say it? The other, like, part of the electricity that's actually being produced isn't really solid. Like it wouldn't like keep up if it were to be at maxed out. It wouldn't really be able to keep up due to like because I'm not having enough produced of the residual fuel mainly. To the point where wherever the point is of how much of whatever fuel generators are consuming, mainly the standard fuel from the standard fuel from the refineries, instead of the residual fuel, whatever limit that has. I think that's where we're at like a solid a power grid where we can actually um we can actually trust it to, I don't know what other word to use, um to keep us going if anything else were to fail, right? Those 900, I definitely wouldn't trust those for sure. Maybe another 1k or 1.5k is another amount that I probably wouldn't trust. Maybe anywhere from the 4 to 5k is what I probably would trust. Like the remaining 1.9k or something like that, I really wouldn't. But it's there, and we have it, so it's good. Whatever. So in this episode, well, another thing, was that I had gotten all these items done, ready for unlocking tier 7 and 8, which I have in these containers, which we're pretty much gonna do in this episode. So that pot is back. We completed all the milestones we actually have available. This has just finished, I believe. So we got the Explorer. I don't really feel the need to actually use it because right now hyper tubes are the thing. I'm good with that. I don't really have to, take me everywhere I need to go. As the name says, the Explorer. Unless you're gonna go out exploring, then you probably, that's when you'd want to take it. Either like, unless you're gonna, Other than that, I probably wouldn't use it. Not even in the factory because that's why I'm using the tubes, hyper tubes. But anyways, let's go with this, right? Let's start with the Power Poles Mark III, which I have never used them before. I've only ever like made them once or twice, but just to test them to see how they looked. That's it. I think, if anything, I can't remember if I really did use them or not. But anyways, we should probably start on this. I don't have enough of the. Actually, I don't like doing that. I don't have enough encased industrial beams on me at the moment to actually set this up properly. So you know what? I'm just gonna take those as I did there. So what are we gonna do? We're pretty much just gonna do this. Just take that, boom, that, boom, and this one, and boom. Let's grab this, and everything's going in just like that. So these are gonna be done real quick. First, this is the first thing that's gonna finish, and it's not even gonna take that long. This one's gonna take like 3 times as long, because it's gonna take like a minute or two for that one to be finished. This one, these transport 480 or something units per minute. That was only 100. That was like a third, even less than a third of the of the amount that can transfer at a time. That one's 500, so it's gonna be like a minute and a half, maybe 2. This one's definitely gonna take like 5 minutes because they are 2.5k. I don't know. I say 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I don't know, something like that. Whatever. So let's just grab that. So while we let that do its thing, we're gonna go back over here and we're gonna continue unlocking these things over here. Obviously, I'm not gonna just wait it out. Obviously, make a cut right here, and I don't know which one will be done first. I'll keep an eye on it. We'll see. This one is done first, 4 minutes and 9 seconds, and if this will be done, I don't know. There's 1.9k in that, so who knows? Anyways, I'll see you in a little bit. So that's done over there, you know, real quick, just a minute and a half. So don't do that. So that's done. 700 here. So we just need like 2100, or no, not even 2100. I don't know. I'm bad at math. Anyways, see you all when this is almost done. When one of these finishes first. So it's about done. But it seems we have like a really close one, because right here we just need like 100 more, and that over there only needs like 20 seconds, 10 seconds or something. I don't know. 5 seconds. So they're pretty much. I can't tell which one's gonna be finished first. That's done. And well, the other one as well. So you know what? Let's just leave that. Let's go over here. We kind of need to have this rolling continuous. So we got power poles Mark III. I believe these have 10 cable slots. They do need. I think they do need AA limiters. Either that or whatever that other thing is called. Yeah, that high-speed connector. I can't remember which one. But I'm not really one to be carrying high-speed connectors around for that. Anyways, so I don't care for that. You know what? Let's go the geothermal generators and geyser, the scannable resource. You know, geyser scanning, whatever. Let's go with that. 8 minutes. And while that's done, doing its thing, you know, let us come back over here. It's loaded. Let's seal it. And send it. Did I really have to, continue looking at it? I don't think so. But anyways, unavailable in early access because there isn't anything else yet. So that's pretty much. I think I'm just gonna leave those there. I don't really need to remove them. Doesn't matter. Let's check what we got. What's new? I hardly ever pay attention to this right here. I think it was there before, but I can't remember if the coloring was the same. Oh, it was just come here. I always just kind of look towards the floor. So this is kind of something recent that I've seen. Those hub signs, right? Whatever. Anyways, so tier 8, as always, as I mentioned, I highly doubt there's anything, and there isn't. So there's nothing there. Tier 7. Let's see what we got here. Bauxite refinement. The Mark V belts, Mark V lifts, the alkali aluminum sheets, the aluminum ingots, aluminum scrap, the alumina solution, the bauxite scanning, and the raw quartz scanning, which I don't know why, but okay. I have all that. I have got all that. I got no issues unlocking that. It's all in the bag. So Mark III miners, heat sinks, turbo motors, which look cool. Batteries. I just don't have the alkali aluminum sheets because I haven't had any contact with aluminum. Well, yeah, except for that. This right here, the heat sinks, which I've found. That's it. What else? So the hazmat suit. Hazmat suit, iodine infused filter. At least it doesn't ask for more fabric, because that's like something you don't ever really need to have it. I'm like, but this is for nuclear, anyways. So the nuclear power plant. I don't know if that has changed. The coloring looks a little different. Come on, I want to look at it. I don't know if the water tank is gonna fill up, if it has water or not. I don't know if it's gonna be like properly animated or anything, or if it's just gonna be, it's full of water, but if it's not actually connected to water, it doesn't actually work. I don't know. But anyways, as I've mentioned before, I hate the nuclear. I don't use nuclear at all because I have to deal with the freaking radiation. I hate it. I hate it so much. Anyways, nuclear power plants, nuclear fuel rods, the electromagnetic control rods. I don't know what that's for. Encased uranium cell, the uranium pellets, sulfuric acid, which I believe you need now for some reason. I think it was something about using that to process the uranium or something. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, scanning for uranium and scanning for sulfur. I can do that. I have all that good stuff. So I can pretty much unlock everything except for this one because I don't have that. Oh, and this one because I don't have that. So what should we go for first? Don't really matter. Forget nuclear. You know what? Let's go this one. We're gonna do that one first. Let me just grab everything. Be right back. Alright, so we're back with the materials, and as soon as I got back, this was finishing, so we got that one done. Geothermal Generator unlocked. I wonder if she has something to say. Probably nothing. Can't do anything with these really. That's gonna have to stay as is. Come on. I don't know, for some reason I just like clicking through all of them. But anyways, let's just do that, you know. Doesn't really matter. I've never used this. I probably should check it out, but don't care. So we've got other items for this. I actually got like 500 motors, but that's because this one requires 300. I'm not gonna be able to do it right now. I'm just gonna keep them on hand though. So anyways, back to this. So 200 motors, 100 computers, and 100 heavy modular frames. Through all that, and let's unlock it. Launch.
Milestone reached. Quartz and bauxite scanning unlocked. A new generation of basic aluminum parts is now available, which can be constructed from bauxite after a complex process of refinement. Additionally, improved conveyor belts and lifts can now be constructed.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely complex process of refinement. I think that's what she said. So 15 minutes for the pod to come back. So we can't do that because we need to get that. I could probably mash them out manually, but do I really want to do that? I don't know. There's an issue though. We need copper. We need copper for that, so we're gonna need a new copper node from somewhere. But that's not a big deal though. It's just that it's gonna be a hassle to have to set it all up. So, anyways, both of these need alkali aluminum sheets. So the next one that's gonna have to be unlocked is this one. So do I have everything? What am I missing? It doesn't show me. So, oh, I need to go grab more stuff. Nice. Okay. So I need 50 of these. You know what? Just right click. Give me one stack or half a stack. I need half a stack of that as well. Give me that. Sort that back up. That. We need 200 computers and 200 heavy modular frames, so I need to go back again and grab some of those. But I actually don't want the motors on me, so we'll just throw those in there. Okay, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back. I have my materials, but obviously the pot is not back because it was going to take 15 minutes. Still 11 minutes left. This still has 3 minutes to go, but it doesn't really matter because there's nothing else I can actually, you know, put. If that's all done, I can't do these because I don't have enough crystal oscillators available. This is all done. That's the last thing there. That's all done. That's that. So I do still have to wait on that one. So pretty much the next thing I really have to do is, you know, figure out how I'm gonna start set up a factory or a production line, whatever. I don't know how many everything's gonna need, but anyways, a production line to make the iron, to make the aluminum ingots. You know, just everything aluminum, right? Mainly, you know, to get this because I think, if I'm not mistaken, conveyor belt Mark V or the Mark V conveyor belts and lifts, I believe they require the alkali aluminum sheets to be able to, you know, place those or make these. I don't think they need anything else but that. Not aluminum ingot. They need these sheets. These are extra things that, I don't know, they're just other complicated stuff that I really, you know, they're really not required at this point in the game because, you know, it's still in early access, and Well, there really isn't much use for these. I think there are some things that require them. I think this one requires something of these. I don't remember what, if it requires all three or just two of them. I don't think it's just one. It definitely requires turbo motor. I think the heatsink as well. I definitely don't know about the battery. So, but yeah, this one, this minor Mark III definitely requires some of these very, very advanced items. To me, they're very advanced because it's just a complicated process. But anyways, so we need aluminum ingots, which requires what? Aluminum scrap? Oh, it's gonna make us have to deal with that? I'm gonna see if I can get, maybe something from this hard drives, cause I have three. I'm gonna look into that, and I'm gonna see if I can get an alternate recipe. I definitely don't want to have to deal with this. Really? God dang. Okay, so what do we have there? I can only think that that liquid there is alumina solution. So alumina solution plus, I can only think that's petroleum coke. I don't think that's regular coal. But supposedly regular coal and the coke are supposed to be the same thing. At least I thought. Hmm. Interesting, interesting. So this would be an assembler, right? Okay, geothermal generator. So this one doesn't even use, any of the really complicated things. Was it 200 that it was giving? Yeah, I think it was 200 before, and I think it just hasn't changed. Okay, so conveyor belt Mark 5 and the lifts. Yep, I told you, alkali aluminum sheets. What else we got in here? Nothing there, nothing here. Transportation. We got the Explorer, which needs the crystal oscillators. I don't really care for that. So where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Assembler. Let's get some things for this real quick. Alright, so as I put this, I was like thinking, as I set it down, actually, I put the assembler and I set it down and I'm like, connected it, and I was thinking, I'm like, wait, hold up. Use liquid? I'm like, oh, do I need a refinery? Am I gonna need a refinery to make aluminum? I probably will. I think it is the case because there's nothing here. Though the alkali aluminum sheet, it just needs the ingots, so that the alkali aluminum sheet will be made in the assembler. Uses 8 ingots or 8 aluminum ingots and three copper ingots, and that's that much every 8 seconds. So I'm gonna have to look into that. So refinery, I don't think I have anything. Maybe. Let me check real quick. All right, there it is. Refinery. I'm just throwing things around, just putting them around, whatever, just to be able to check on these things, right? So petroleum coke, and I think that definitely looks different to coal. I don't have coal anywhere on hand that I can just check it, but I just hope. Oh yeah, there it is. I don't remember reading this part. Used as a less efficient coal replacement or for aluminum refinement. I don't remember that part. I probably didn't pay attention to it because I wasn't even there. So I'm probably gonna have to make this, even though I don't want to. There it is, advanced refinement, aluminum scrap and alumina solution. So aluminum scrap requires the solution, so you first have to make the solution. So that's what I'm guessing. So bauxite and water. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay, so bauxite and water for the solution, and we get silica as a byproduct. I remember before you actually needed silica to make this. Now it's different. Okay, so we get silica as a byproduct. But what do I need silica for? Is there anything I need silica for? I could just get rid of it, Throw it away. I really don't know. Okay, so this requires... So you actually do need the petroleum coke to make the scrap. Oh, really? So what kind of mess is this? So you need water and this to make that, right? You get that as a byproduct, and this requires that and the coke, and then it gets rid of water. It brings about water as a byproduct. How the hell are you gonna? Ah, that's really, really not. Dang it. Very complicated, very messy. I'm only trying to think. I'm like, how am I gonna use this? Like, cause I don't really have anything I really use water for. Like down by my oil factory, the only water I use is for making the residual plastic, and that's only sometimes. It's not like it's constantly. It's not like I have a constant rate of this where I can have that water being pumped. Pumping there naturally. Just constantly pumping, going over there, and not causing problems for me getting my aluminum scrap. You know what? I really do need to see if there's a what's it called, an alternate recipe of some sort or anything that'll remove the liquid. Oh my gosh, fluids just pain. Okay, so it would be 4 solutions plus 1 coke, and that's every second to make 6 scrap and 1 cubic meter of water. I'm gonna have to be like draining that or something like every time if I were to do that. You know what, I need to think about this and figure this out. To see how I'm gonna set it up, because I was thinking, I'm like, if it was I kind of sort of kept in my head that the idea that the recipe was still the same for the aluminum. So I was like, oh, I think it was silica, right? Silica and bauxite, or quartz and bauxite, or something like that, that made aluminum ingot. And I'm like, okay, so I can do that. Yeah, I can find a bauxite, bring it up, and then set up some station over there on that side somewhere at the end of all of them, and have the ingot being made, the aluminum ingots being made over there. I need copper ingots, but I can probably grab some copper from over here, or simply just grab another copper node and bring that up as well, alongside the bauxite, whatever, and make that over there, and then just have that somewhere at the end over on the other side of where I have all the plastic and rubber coming down, on that side, and continue the production lines just as always. That's not the case. So this is probably gonna take me a little while, and the episode's, it's not that long. It's kind of short, but you know what? It's time. I think it's all right to have a short episode this time around. So I'm probably gonna end the episode very soon, I think. You know what? I had forgotten about this because I was just thinking about the aluminum and having to work, the liquids, the fluids, having to do this in the refinery and all that, and I'm like, oh my gosh, just thinking about that, I kind of forgot about this. You know what? Let's just unlock this.
Milestone reached. With the provided buildings and parts, you can now set up nuclear power generation, which balances an increase of fuel production complexity with improved power output. Uranium scanning unlocked. Note: this method of power generation creates nuclear waste.
Before I did think about it, nuclear waste, right? I wonder if that can, you can pretty much throw anything into this, right? I wonder if you can do that. You can throw like the nuclear waste into into this the awesome sink. I don't know. I don't really plan on testing it. Maybe I'll just show it off just to see, try it. But the last time I dealt with uranium, it was more of a hassle than I originally anticipated, and I knew it was gonna be a hassle, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad. You know what? I am not gonna deal with it. I am not gonna deal with nuclear if I don't have to. So sorry about that, but don't expect me to do it. Nuclear is just a pain in the ass. I'd rather just deal with coal and fuel. That's it. I ain't touching the other shit. I really am not. So the next thing to pretty much unlock, I'm like, that's 100, 200 for that. So I'm just gonna add that to the milestone. The other one's something I don't really care for, so it'll probably be something at the end. It's the last thing there. Just unlock it. Sure, why not? What else? I can't do any of that. That's all done. Pretty much everything is done here. So yeah, problems with the aluminum production line. So I'm gonna have to figure that out on my own. But for now, that's gonna be the end of this episode. So thank you all for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more. Hit that like button if you liked the episode, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.